Seville has sliced the onions. She's massaging them. And the reason for that is so that they will cook faster. Onions in a nonstick pan. There's no oil, and turn the heat on. Is adding the butter, 2 sticks of butter to her onions. And that's why her food tastes so good. Okay, now that the butter has been added to the onions, they are sauteing. The reason that they were sauteed without any butter originally was so that they caramelize and the natural sweetness and sugars come out. The onions are starting to brown and they're definitely caramelizing. They're getting translucent and you can see they're getting a nice golden color. Add salt to the onion when the onions are brown and have caramelized. Pepper to the onion. Ooh. And then Seville is putting some boiled water on the apricots also so they plump up. And she already soaked the raisins. Add the raisins to the melted butter and saute. Our sauteed raisins, we're removing them from the butter and they sauteed for about 4 minutes. Adding our apricots to the melted butter to saute. And you can hear this sizzling. Adding our chestnuts to the butter, and we're going to saute the chestnuts. Remove the chestnuts once they are finished being sauteed, which is about 3, 4, 5 minutes. Now we're adding the sour plums and the plums to the butter to saute. Remove the sour plums and the prunes. A stick of butter to the cooked lamb. No more water. The butter has melted. And the meat is now thoroughly. Add the salt to the water and the milk and cover. This is for cooking the rice. Seville is adding the rice that has soaked in water and salt for about 45 minutes. She's adding it into the water and the milk mixture.
She's checking with her finger. She's taking the rice. If it breaks, and it's ready.
Yani biraz yumuşaldı, bitti.
If it is soft enough, it is ready.
So now we have removed the rice and it's partially cooked because you could tell, because you could break it. Okay, now we're adding some turmeric to the rice. Seville is adding water, boiling water to the poor man's saffron because she is basically making a tea. It's going to soak and the flavors will be infused in the water. You cover it with a lid and you let it sit. It is cleaning out all of the seeds from this jumbo pumpkin. Wipe out the inside and all the slime from the pumpkin. Clean off the top so you have a nice even flat surface. So coat the inside of the pumpkin with honey, about a tablespoon. So now we're filling the pumpkin with the rice that has turmeric in it. And I know Seville's going to add more goodies to it. She's taking her apricots and layering apricots, putting another layer of rice, adding a layer of the sauteed onions that have been caramelized in lots of butter. Now we're adding some of the sour prunes and the sour plums and another layer of rice. So it looks like every time you layer a dried fruit or onions, then you top it off with another layer of rice. Layer of the lamb. And now we've got the chestnuts, the water chestnuts that Seville's adding. This is a magnificent dish and a beautiful presentation. You'll be the star of your next potluck if you bring this. So now we've added the raisins and the apricots on top of the chestnuts. They are regular chestnuts, they're not water chestnuts. And then we're topping this with rice.
Özel yani. Anne, baba, dede bir yere geldiğince özel.
Like family gatherings, like Thanksgiving.
Now we are taking the tea that we made out of the imitation saffron, and we are pouring it over the rice and the meat and all of the layered goodies in the pumpkin. And more butter, melted butter. It's being topped with more melted butter. What a surprise. Oh, some walnuts. A layer of walnuts, chopped walnuts. Covered with more rice. Jill is topping this with some more honey. So now we've covered the pumpkin, we put the lid on, and it's ready. So we've covered the pumpkin with tin foil, and now hopefully we're going to put it in the oven. Seville has removed the tin foil so that it will cook quicker, and we also increase the temperature in the oven. Seville is adding more butter to the pumpkin. The pumpkin is done when it's soft, and you can also see that the top, yeah, definitely soft, and the top gets sort of blackened and caramelized. And now this beautiful pumpkin dish it takes 2 people to get this out of the oven, and is that a magnificent showpiece?
1, 2, 3. There we go.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Oh, I can't do
Oh.
this.
This is. Even if you didn't eat it, but just
Yani
watched it.
burada ilk defa da pişirdiğime göre bunları tanımıyorum ben çok da. Ama pişmesine pişmiştir. Biraz sertliği var.
But probably, Thanksgiving time we'll have